Testing, testing. Sup, y'all? Welcome to the live. Welcome to the live. Welcome. Make sure y'all hit the like button for me. What's up, Chin? What's up? Anyway, thank y'all for that one like. Anyway, y'all, let's go ahead and start talking about the unpleasant truth. What's up, Denise? And shout out to hubby, that is the moderator that is moderating. Make sure y'all stay engaged. If you come to really listen, like stay engaged, that's all we ask. Stay respectful in the comments. Everybody's entitled to their own opinion. Just be respectful with your opinion. That's all I ask. I just don't tolerate any form of disrespect. That's the thing. Because any disrespectful comments will be blocked and removed immediately. So I just want to call this the unpleasant truth because a lot of things that I'm gonna be discussing is the unpleasant truth. Um, People they want to ignore the truth. Um, and it's got to the point where nobody wants to believe the truth. You know, they're comfortable with the lies, but they hate the truth because the truth is uncomfortable, but the lies makes them feel comfortable. I know people personally that are still trapped in their own lies. They're trapped in believing the lie. They didn't got so comfortable with believing a lie that they live in it, you know. And those are the type of people that you gotta stay away from because you can't tell them nothing. They done already got way too comfortable with that life. So they don't want to hear it. You can't tell them nothing. They run away from the truth because it's unpleasant. They don't want to hear that. Appreciate the likes, yeah. Um, what's going on in society right now? It's an unpleasant truth. It's an unpleasant truth that a lot of people don't want to hear. The truth is they are directing everybody's attention towards politics, you know, towards straight politics. Everybody's worried about politics, which I mean, I get it. I understand, the cities, our city, Chicago, right now they out here. ICE, they out here. Um, I guess the National Guards is coming out here. Please stay on topic. You might as well remove the comment above yours, cause straight up disrespectful. Straight up disrespectful. But anyway, you know, ICE is out here already. A lot of people got different opinions about it. People feel like, these Mexicans need to move around anyway. Me personally, I'm gonna just keep my mouth shut on that one. Um, but the only thing that I can say about it is the fact that everybody's focused in on that. And of course, Trump made it to where focus your attention on what he's doing to us as the people, but nobody is really talking about what's going on beyond politics. Nobody is talking about how there's cracks opening up in places that it shouldn't be opening up. Nobody's talking about how it's been volcano after volcano. The weather has the weather is not the weather. Nobody's talking about the animals. Nobody's talking about the new bugs that we're seeing. It's just being ignored. They're they're trying to normalize a lot of things, honestly, all at once. They're normalizing a lot of things all at once. And it's like when something is presented in front of you, they make it to where you turn your head the other way and look at what they're doing. You know, it's like two different things trying to get your attention at one time. Kind of reminds me of when all of my kids say mommy at the same time and they are all trying to tell me different stories and what happened at school and all of them. And it's like, hold on, wait, I got to listen to one person at a time. That's how it is. And what's going on. It's like you hear politics, you hear everything that's going on, you see what we up against. A corrupt system. The system has been corrupt. That's what a lot of people still don't get. And then you got other things that's going on with nature. And it's like everybody's attention is directed and focused in on ICE, the National Guards, the Trump administration, you know, and it's messed up how the unpleasant truth is everything that is around us right now, like nature, when you step outside your door, it's falling apart. Everything is falling apart. This whole world is leadership has fallen. The Trump administration is just shit. Like the whole system is completely crumbling. It's falling right in front of our faces. A lot of people sound like they are ready to take themselves out. That's really sad. We have a large amount of people that are ready to take themselves out, and they're normalizing it all over the internet, all over YouTube, Facebook, TikTok. People are just telling how they feel and how they feel like just taking themselves out, and it's being normalized. You got people in the comment section that is making that okay. Yeah, I feel the same way. I'm ready to do it. I'm tired of being here on this earth, on this stupid planet, and it's like nobody cherishes how they get to wake up in the morning and see another day. Nobody cherishes that anymore. They just care about what they can't afford no more. And I get it. I get it. It shouldn't even be this hard. It shouldn't be such a struggle, but I mean, at some point it was going to happen. And let's just be honest. Let's call a spade a spade. People put trust in man, and you're not supposed to. Putting trust in man, you putting trust in the system. You believe that they got our backs. They will turn their backs on us at any given second. Yes, our own uh government will turn their backs on us. People would just feel like, oh, it's not possible. oh, that's impossible. This shouldn't be happening. It was bound to happen. That's the thing. And it's really just a spiritual thing. It's a biblical thing. And people ain't even paying attention to that. They just feel like, oh, it's politics. Oh, it's politics. Politics. Do y'all really believe in y'all mind that politics is Trump is gonna make the world better? Do you really believe in your mind that a president sitting in office is gonna make this world better? That a government, a mayor, is gonna make this world better? You said system the system has almost destroyed this world, especially the people. Exactly. Michael, we just gonna ask you to stay on topic. That's all. Y'all just stay on topic, please. Um, yeah, this the system definitely helped to destroy the world, destroy humanity. But you know what's crazy though? We really should have been prepared. But the problem is people don't want to be prepared. Because they find too much fun in life. And it's like, I get it. Yeah, we should have fun. We should be able to live our lives and just live our lives full of fun. But do you want to live your life the right way or the fun way? Which one? Because I mean, honestly, if you a good person from within, you wouldn't even need activities to help you live your best life. For real. Like, yeah, we can. I'm not saying we can't go out and enjoy sometimes, but you have to put God first before activity. What's up, Maddie? You got to put God first before activity, and people don't do that. They don't do that because they feel like they already got God, but they don't act like it. It's like, oh, this world is falling apart because can't even buy McDonald's how I used to. That's how people are really thinking right now. Like, yeah, you got a mass group of people that are waking up, but a lot of people are waking up and they're just realizing things that could have benefited them for a long term. But I mean, they that's what they think in their minds. They believe that these things that are placed here temporarily is going to benefit them for a lifetime. Like, McDonald's is not going to do your life any justice. Real talk. And a job damn sure ain't. These jobs come and go, just like people, just like family members. But people they don't live with that mindset. They just like, nah, this life, it ain't even supposed to be this way. Like, the planes is not supposed to be crashing. The helicopters is not supposed to be. Y'all just make it seem like nothing is supposed to go wrong. In a perfect world, it won't. What? You can get Daniel up out of here. And see, this is what I be talking about. This is why I said the unpleasant truth, because when people they don't want to hear the truth, they bring up other stuff. They talk about other things. And they say shit like, meanwhile, I'm about to go put some hot dogs on the grill. Anybody else want some? They come in your live streams doing weird shit like that. Why you trying to tell the truth? Yeah, right. Just stay on topic. But y'all talking about music genres, and this video is definitely still finna get out here no matter what. Right? Lack of self-control. When people don't want to hear the truth, they can't control themselves mentally. if you sit down and you talking to a person and you trying to explain to them about what's going on in the world, we got a lot of these people that do this. Oh man, I ain't trying to hear that right now. I ain't trying to talk about that right now. Come on now, man. And it's like, but when you open up your phone and the first video that pop up on your phone, it's about politics and what's going on in the world. You got your input. You ready to type in the comment section. Then you ready to talk about it when you ready to talk about it. Ain't that something? Soon as I'm done trying to talk to you about it, you pick up your phone and you go right to it and you talking about it inside of the comment section. But you don't want to hear it though. You don't want to hear it though. That ain't something that you're interested in. It's a lot of people like that. They run away from it. I don't want to. I can't, man. I can't. Man, I remember one time. True story. Me and my husband went to his friend's house, and you know, they were sitting up there playing the game, and then he asked us, "Is there something that we wanted to watch or put on?" So we ended up putting on Stephen Darby, RP Stephen Darby. So Stephen Darby, he speaks the truth, man. He speaks. He has helped wake me and my husband up. Real talk. Shout out to Stephen Darby. RIP to that man. His videos was so helpful. What's up, Blue Man? You know, his videos were so helpful, man. It helped us to see the truth. So we started telling his friend, like, hey man, watch Stephen Darby with us or whatever. Like, he really be telling the truth. Like, he's gonna help bring you out the matrix. Dude felt like he was really ready. He felt like he was ready. We thought that he was ready. Soon as we pressed the play button and Stephen Darby started talking in real talk, it's like, dude, Damus was like, I mean, he stood up and he was like, no, oh my God, what we gonna do? What we gonna do? Help, somebody, no, I can't hear it no more. I'm like, what the fuck? This is how people are for real. You know, grown ass man though. Older than us. Older than us. I'm serious. Pedro, we talking about what's up, Pedro? We talking about the unpleasant truth. You know, yeah. Truth had him. I mean, y'all, I'm telling you, I have literally sat down and tried to. It was just one other person. They were somebody to me once upon a time, but I sat on the phone talking to them about the truth, what's going on in the world, and they said, "Hold on, please stop, please." I'm like, what the fuck? Like, what do you mean? Please stop. I can't take it anymore. I can't. Like, I don't have the ability and the mindset to really like process that. I can't. And I'm just looking like I'm lost. Cause I'm like, bro, is this how people really are with the truth? Like, yeah, a bunch of grown folks that are afraid and terrified and scared of the fucking truth. You scared of the truth? This is ridiculous. But you don't want your child to be afraid of the damn dark. You don't want your child to be afraid of some unrealistic ass tooth fairy. You don't want your child to be afraid when they do see Santa Claus come down the damn chimney, even though he's never going to. Ooh. Okay, hold on, y'all. Chat moving fast. What's up, Jay? What is Pedro saying? Why was Daniel was removed? I don't know what Pedro is talking about. Yeah, y'all confusing. But let's get back to, can we please stay on topic? Please. And just kick out, people that's just steady doing the same shit, not even listening. That's the problem. People will hear you and they'll see what you said one time and that's it. After that, they don't see nothing else and hear shit else. What the like? What is wrong with people, bro? Like, what? Can y'all please help me? Help me here. Of course, we know, we know, but sometimes it just gets to the point where I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with people? What? It's the people, bro. It ain't nothing else. It's not your house. It's not the floor being dirty. It's not, politics and the Democrats and the Republicans and it's not the wars. It's not the cars driving fast. It's not the fact that you can't wake your ass up on time and to the point where you start yelling at your damn child because they're the ones that's late now, even though it was really your fault. But it's like it's not situations, bro. It's people. It's the fucking people. They are the real actual like bots. Real talk. Zombie bots. You can't tell me. And I see it. I see it. When I look at people, when I look at people as they're talk, I really, really, really did never would pay attention really to what people were saying. I would just only pay attention because they were responding to what I was talking about. But I never paid attention to the way that they talk, the things that they say, you know, and I never just had the opportunity to really like allow people to talk. Just I would hear people say that stuff and I'm like, man, I'm still letting them talk. At the end of the day, when they run in their mouth and I am too, they're responding to what I'm saying. So I'm letting them talk. But it's deeper than that, bro. It like you literally have to let them talk so that you can listen and you hear listen so good to the point where you hear what they saying and you will literally be able to tell that what they're talking about makes absolutely no fucking sense, really, like for real. And and, and it will only make sense to people that will let it make sense to them. All right, I probably don't sound, I don't know if I'm breaking it down correctly. Obviously, I'm not. So let me say that correctly. So it won't make sense to the people that make sense. Feel me? Because common sense died a long time ago. Let's be 100. And it didn't got to the point where nobody actually has fucking common sense. And you would think in your mind that grown ass adults, men and women, have common sense. You would believe in your mind that everybody got common sense. I started to realize, you know, in my mid 20s, that really nobody had common sense anymore. Like, damn, what the fuck is going on? And then when we fast forward to 2020, y'all know what happened with the mask and the 6 feet. When I tell you, like, I never in my life would have imagined people to expose the fact that they have like no common sense. You said self-control. Exactly. Yeah, loose as hell, man. Just running around here all loose. Loose. I mean, like, what is wrong? It's a hard pill to swallow when you see people embarrass themselves just based off of them talking. Cause you start feeling bad for them. They don't know that they as a little, off they rockers, but you notice it and you looking like, huh? Like, what? 2020, I'm gonna be honest with you, that guy. Appreciate you, that guy, for commenting and staying on topic. He said 2020 ruined society. I again, I'm sorry. Like this just my opinion. It's the people. It's the people. All right. It's not the year, it's not the day, it's not the hour, it's not the fact that you got to go to work, because ain't nobody putting a gun to your head, obviously. You know, it's not the fact that you so angry that you don't know what the hell to do other than crash out. Like, it's not the situation. It's the fucking people. Like, look at me. Look, I'm a prime example, right? Okay, let me help y'all understand something. What I'm talking about right now, a lot of people don't talk about it. You know, I see very few content creators that actually talk about the people, society, what's going on with the people. They bring, like, 2020 most definitely played a part in society, but I'm gonna tell you the blessing that people are missing from 2020. Cause see, we focusing on the bad. We focusing in on 6 feet, and the mask and the lockdowns, and like we're literally focusing in on that, but we not paying attention to the bigger picture. And what happened was it exposed everybody. 2024 was the year of exposure, but honestly, 2020 was really the year of the official exposure. Was 2020. After that, people just start revealing their true colors, revealing, like, these pastors start exposing themselves, these churches, the schools, like people that really lived with that mindset them their whole lives, that the system is who they lean on. The system is who they believe in. You know what I'm saying? Man is who they trust. And these the same people that was going to church every day, the same people that you was sitting next to in the pews, the same people. The deacons that you saw going inside the church, the pastor that was hallelujah, pass the offering around, like them, yeah, they exposed themselves in 2020. Let's rewind. Let's rewind all the way back to 2020 for real. Think about all the family members that you trusted, all the family members that you thought was on your side, and how they really exposed themselves. Now, I don't know about y'all in the live stream, but me and my husband personally, we wasn't with that wear a mask inside. Like, we not finna wear a mask in your house. Bus drivers talking about wear a mask, and these stores and shit, pull up your mask. Like, they just really wanted to have control. Let's be 100. People use the mask mandates as a form of control, and the 6 feet was another form of control. Honestly, we should have been staying 6 feet away from each other a long time ago. Like, why the fuck is you that close behind someone anyway? So let me read the comments. Okay, I can't see. He said expose the right. Right. Crispin said the healthcare, how we are being fucked big time. Um, okay. What's up, effing subscribe? Crispin, all y'all, what's up? Uh Healthcare. I gotta look further into that. I have been hearing a lot that's going on with that. I do know that 2026 we in for a ride, because a lot of people was not gonna have health care. I do know that. The people that relied on the system is crashing. Okay, the system is crashing, and I do want to say that it is going to affect the lives of so many people that has had to rely on the system for assistance. You know, the thing is with this fake ass help that the system gives, okay? Because when you're trying to assist someone, you're trying to help them, correct? Y'all get this fake ass help, temporary help to people that really and truly need the help. And I'm gonna be honest with you, I don't know what goes on in these other states and stuff like that. Now, I have been outside of the state of Illinois, and I ain't gonna lie to you, other states, they are very helpful. But My state, I'm gonna speak for Illinois. Very corrupt ass state. A very corrupt state. Corrupt politicians. They not trying to help us. They not trying to really assist us. Real talk. They're watching us fall on our faces. And then they snatch it right from up underneath you. Okay. You said be toying with people with everything they say. Yeah. That's why I'm not about to get involved in the back and forth between the Illinois governor and the mayor of Chicago and Trump. At the end of the day, Trump just showed y'all he's still gonna do what the hell he do, regardless is if he's being for the people or not for the damn people. He's still gonna do what he do, right? But my thing is, what I was trying to help people to understand is the fact that these politicians here in the state of Illinois, the city of Chicago here, you know what I'm saying, coming from a Chicago citizen, they're corrupt as hell, man, and they lying. They lying. The crime never went down. There is still crime here. Y'all already know we talked about that. But yeah, uh, when it comes back down to the healthcare, like I said, I gotta look deep into that. But a lot of people is gonna be suffering, and the scriptures tells it. You know, I wish I had Mr. Kane, hubby. Can you please pull up that scripture that says, "Woe to the." I forgot what it says, man. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. I gotta really go back into studying the Bible again, seriously. But it's basically telling us that in the end times, healthcare, basically, mothers trying to have babies and stuff like that, trying to deliver children. I mean, look at what they're doing to us. We already know. Some of y'all may know about Agenda 2030. Some of y'all may believe in y'all mass that that's a damn conspiracy, and it's just a conspiracy or whatnot. But Agenda 2030, when you look at that, and then when you look at the little Agenda 2025 situation, it's like we almost there, y'all. It's 2025 already. We got a few more years to go. But the thing is, they're going to have it all put together before 2030. That's the thing. They got to do some deleting. I'm going to just say that. They got to do some deleting. Let that sink in. You said he's deporting half of Hispanics, my family, and also kids who were born in America and moms from a different country. Kids are left with nothing. Yes, I'm gonna get to that too, Blue Man. I'm gonna talk about that. Um, CRUX 420 says Vance 28. What you like, JD Vance? I think that's his name, the vice president. You like him? Hey, you entitled to your own opinion. Can't knock you for that. Um, you said he wants to send the military to Chicago. You said Trump is on the job taking care of business. Hey, everybody got their own opinions. But me personally, I feel like, if they gonna do the job, do the job. Get these criminals up out of here. But just don't come fucking with innocent families, innocent children and innocent people that has nothing to do with nothing. That's my thing. But I do want to say, yes, it is crime still here in Chicago, man. These politicians, I don't even understand why people believe that shit. Anything that comes out of their damn mouths. What's up, Blue Man? Oh, I'm talking about what's up, Blue Man. You was already talking. That guy says healthcare is a joke. You pay all that money for insurance to still get scammed. What's up, 47? I think I did say what's up to you. Yeah. Um, Wait a minute. Okay, we're gonna show that one. Uh Cruz 420 says Chicago politicians are fucked. I can't say that you're lying. I cannot. Okay. I agree. I agree. They are. They're fucked. But just because I'm agreeing does not mean that I'm on a certain side. I just want to tell y'all that I am independent. You know, real talk. I'm on God's side. That's whose side I'm on. Crossback. What's up? What's up, Elias Buck? Yeah. So it's like my thing is, with the healthcare situation, um, unfortunately, a lot of elderly people are gonna suffer. A lot of babies are gonna suffer. I mean, they were already prepping us for this moment when you rewind back to 2020. They was already opening up our eyes to let us know, like, they later on down the line we're gonna fuck it up for everybody. So y'all better be prepared. Um, especially when it so I had a baby in 2020. I had a baby in 2021. And I also had another child in 2023. I think it was either correct me if I'm wrong. I think it was 2021 when they started telling women with babies that you have to get a certain amount of formula. Okay, for the babies, the babies should be able to have a unlimited amount. But this is exactly why I started off breastfeeding all my children. Breastfeed, breastfeed, breastfeed. I highly encourage breastfeeding. Real talk. There's nothing wrong with it. It's natural. It's milk coming from all of those nutrients, and all of that is coming from your breast to the baby. That's actually really good. Like, real talk. You said I've left over 8 children in different states. Only the strong survive. I don't know what you mean by that. Are you saying your adult children? Are they grown or small children? Um. So, oh, you abandoned. Why is that? Did you decide to abandon them, or is the mothers tripping to the point where you had no choice but to abandon them? See, I look at things from all different sides. I don't just accuse people. I don't just, because there's people out here that do stuff. Oh, look at him. Look, he abandoned his kids. I didn't immediately assume that you abandoned them. There's so many different sides to the story. It don't make no sense. It could have been different things that occurred to the point where you had no choice but to leave them behind. You said some are poor, disabled, some have kids, but Trump, yeah. And see, when we speaking in terms of the low income communities and people that are relying heavily on the system for assistance, believing that they are going to assist us, especially with healthcare. Like, come on now, you know. Appreciate. Let me pin that. Matter of yeah, let me pin that. That's the Cash App, y'all. If y'all ever want to donate, that's the Cash App. Um, but yeah, it's like it's sad because there's people out here that really need assistance. Like, real talk. People that really need assistance. A lot of people are barely making it, and a lot of people don't want to admit that. They don't want to even it. Y'all remember it used to be the upper class, the middle class, the lower class, right? That's how people used to see it. Me personally, I used to see shit. If you ain't got it like that, you just ain't got it like that. If you ain't rich, you ain't got it like that. Now that everybody is saying it is a such thing as the rich and the poor. Okay, so y'all see that, right? It done went from upper class, middle class, lower class to the rich and the poor. Just like it done went from a normal society to a demonic, weird, you know, society to the point where it is good versus evil. The left and the right, the Republicans and the Democrats. It's always a division, man. It's always division. Some way, if you can't count on nothing else, you can count on this world just being divided some way, somehow. We already got to deal with nothing but division here in the city of Chicago because this is one of the most segregated cities. Why these politicians want to get up there talking about, oh, it's, very beautifully diverse. Yeah. Stop lying. Tell the truth. Let's tell the truth. It is back in the slavery times in Chicago. Real talk. If you go outside of your area as a black person and you go to Chinatown, they gonna look at you like, hey, you know what I'm saying? Looking at you, saying things about you that you don't even know what the hell they talking about. But you know that they saying that you don't belong in their damn area. Uh, right. Yeah. Oh yeah, Chicago is one of the most segregated cities, in my eyes, as far as I can see, in the United States of America. We have Chinatown. We got a city where the Arabs at. We got a damn city where the Indians at. We got a city where the Mexicans at, where the Puerto Ricans, where the white people, where the black people. Why the fuck they lying? Because let's be honest, these politicians don't have to deal with what us as black race have to deal with when we in our city and we go outside of our area and we decide, hey, we want to go up north. Just go up north, go to a nice little restaurant. Man, them white people up north look at your ass like you crazy. They be looking like, what the fuck is Jamal and Brianna doing here? Like we don't live in Chicago just like y'all. The fuck? I'm telling y'all, I'm gonna be honest with you. Not every person, every white person is racist in Chicago. So not every Chinese person so not everybody is racist. But Chicago does have a fucking race issue. I'm gonna be honest with you. Because the majority of the people that we run into, they're racist. Even our own freaking culture of black folks is racist too. We got a certain part of a black community that is like upper class, right? Or I don't know what the hell. It's a rich community of black folks. And you go in their communities, they gonna look at you like, what the fuck are you doing over here? I mean, you can't make this up. And I really wish that I had recorded that. See, this was around the time when I was doing DoorDash. And I'm dashing all the way out in what the hell was that? Was that Flossmoor? You know, or far, far out in the far south suburbs. And when I tell you them rich ass black people out there in Frankfurt, they was looking at me like, what are you doing? You don't even look like you live over here. you know, man, yeah. It reminded me of the movie Get Out, to be honest. Chicago citizens, a lot of Chicago people have become extremely freaking weird. I'm just I'm telling y'all the truth. Now, I have been in certain cities where people act weird as hell because you can tell when you stand out in their city because they do things differently than you do, type shit. So, you know, I don't even know how to explain it. It's like if you from another state and you come here to visit in Chicago, everybody is gonna know that you are from somewhere else because you don't act like everybody else. Like you don't act like Chicagoans. You move different. But Chicago people have become so damn weird. I'm just gonna call it a spade. Michaela World, uh, could you please stay on topic? And let's go back to the healthcare situation again. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. Just start racking up, and I'm not trying to, do the fear monger thing, but it's just the unpleasant truth. Just start racking up on first aid kits. First aid kits. Learn how to do certain things. Maybe look up how to deliver a baby or some shit like that. Because also, it's gonna get to that point. This man is trying to take healthcare away. Real talk. You don't know how many people out here really are suffering and they need health care. You don't know how many women are pregnant and they need health care. Just start doing stuff on your own. I'm all for natural home remedies anyway. Real talk. I'm all for natural. I don't even like the hospitals. I don't like these doctors. I'm gonna be honest with you because not a lot of them they are in cahoots with the system, and a lot of them don't have real compassion. They lack that, and they don't do what the patient desires or what the patient's family desires. They don't do that. They go according to the book, and they go according to their personal feelings. Let's just be 100, because everybody does shit out of their own personal feelings, you know. So we got to learn how to. Well, I mean, it's kind of sort of still on that top. Like, I mean, being that we talking about what's going on in the world, in Chicago at the same time, it's kind of sort of in that lane. But he said he liked Polish neighborhoods in Chicago. I guess. I mean, I don't have anything against anybody in their race. It's just that if you racist, you racist. And I'm not talking about the person in the comment section. I'm just talking about in general. Like, I don't have nothing against nobody, but when you disrespectful towards me and my family, or when you just racist as hell, then we got a problem, of course. Um, it's it's sad. It's sad, because there is some doctors here. There is some nurses here that really cares about their job, and they care about really helping people, but a lot of people they get these jobs and stuff for the money anyway, so they don't really care anyway, you know. But it's sad how they stripped something that a lot of people need away. I mean, they're stripping it away. And I mean, when I go back to these like end time movies that I used to watch, all of this stuff that's happening in the world right now is just so on point. It's so on point with the movies. It don't make no sense. I forgot that one movie, man, that I had watched, and it was like the power grid had shut down, and it's a lot of movies like that. The power grid then shut down, and um, it was newborn babies inside of the hospital that had just got came out the womb, and it was just crazy. I ain't gonna lie, it was good. Especially the premature babies, when there was a blackout and stuff like that. Well, you got in terms of healthcare, you got some of these babies that are born with conditions. Like, you got some babies that you got premature babies that actually need, you know, healthcare. For real. Just so, we got to learn how to help one another and see they not doing nothing but basically showing us that we really need to try and help each other anyway. I mean, even though they doing this shit in the worst way, even though they have ill intent, we got to look at it this way. Let's pitch in and just start helping each other. But this is what they did. This is what they did, and this in the people with the help of the people. Because it seems like a lot of people, they don't recognize change because they don't want it. They want this shit to stay the same. They want us to keep being reliant on this, on that. Even though, like I said, don't get me wrong, some of us do need help and assistance out here. But I mean, we got to understand that this shit is temporary. It's all temporary. They can snatch it right from up underneath you in any given second. You're not supposed to put your full faith and trust in man or the system. So now they are forcing us to pretty much get out here and help yourself or help one another. Because we ain't about to help you no more. It has gotten to this how you know the system is crashing, bro. When prices on everything just start skyrocketing. When part-time pretty much is like 40 hours a week and full-time is 60 hours a week. When you make so much money that you don't know if you're making enough because you still can't pay your bills. You still can't really keep food in the crib. You still can't even put gas in your car. It's like you make a lot of money, but at the same time, you are not making enough, obviously, because you can't even afford to keep up the payments on your bills like how you used to. When everything just starts skyrocketing and the people just start changing and the animals start changing and the insects, random weird looking bugs just start appearing and the atmosphere just feels different. And things is just not the same anymore. You go places, you think you can enjoy yourself, and you can't. You know, you exactly getting paid to barely make it. I'm telling you, this is how you know the system is crashing. When when an abuse of power is at an all-time high, you would have thought that since the systems are crashing, there's going to be and there's national attention on certain parts of the system, people would get their act together. The ones that work in the system, they'll be like, nah, let me straighten myself up. But it's crazy. They're crashing along with the system. It's either they're crashing out and they abusing their power, or they're just coming down, like they're crumbling. And justice is being served as they're crumbling. It's either way. And honestly, a lot of these systems have been abusing the hell out they power as of lately, you know. And it's really because look at Trump. I mean, he is a prime example of an abuse of power. Dude is doing whatever he wants. You know, he's having it his way. 34 time felon in office, president, a lot of money, billionaire, rich, wealthy, a ass wipe at the same time, racist, of course. All them damn presidents that was in office was racist, to be honest. But I mean, one thing I can say about Trump though, he's racist, he's evil, he's an asshole, he's all that and beyond and above. But one thing you can't, he a liar at the same time. But the also be telling the truth. He be exposing the hell out these systems, and it flies over everyone's heads because they just all they can think is, I hate this president. This dude is a straight asshole. Can't stand him. But the thing is it's like y'all not paying attention to explain to me, why did he come out and say something? I think it was 2 or 3 days ago, the same exact thing that I had been saying on this platform before dude said it. It's because that man is telling the truth right along with me. When we talking about Chicago's crime rate is still high. These politicians here are just freaking lying because they know they can get away with it. They know that the people are going to believe them over Trump. See, when I see something that's right, it's right. When it's wrong, it's wrong. And a lot of the things that Trump does is wrong. He is a very wrong person, of course. But when he says something, I had to agree because I'm like, yeah, bro, that's the truth. The crime rate still high here in Chicago. They a lot of, and I'm not gonna disrespect anybody else's country or be disrespectful to people that's coming from another country to come here, because I mean, we as Americans are actually fleeing America to go to y'all damn countries. That's the thing. So it's like, how the hell can we really talk? Let's be 100. How can we really talk about these Venezuelans and stuff like that coming over here for real? I had to really think about that. I'm like, how can we talk about them coming over here and we trying to get the fuck up out of our own damn country? Y'all can have this shit, man. Come on. Let them. This the thing. You got to think about something. It's deeper than that. Why is he trying to kick them out and send them back to their country, or send them wherever the hell y'all putting them at? Because not too sure that y'all are taking them back to their country. I feel like y'all taking them somewhere else. Let's be 100. But anyway, you got to think about it. Why is it that he's kicking them out? Kicking them out. They can't even come over here to have a vacation. They getting kicked out by ICE. ICE is dragging them up out of here. And why is it that they're doing things with the passports, right? So it's like, I ain't gonna lie, if you ain't get your passport years ago, it might be hard for you to get it now. Why is they doing things with the passports? Why is they making it to where you cannot enter other countries, and entering other countries is prohibited, and other countries coming over here to visit and stuff like that and tour is prohibited? Like, why? Then he built that wall. This is just reminding me about the purge, man. The last purge that I seen. I'm telling y'all, not the. Didn't they come out with a new purge? If I'm not mistaken, I don't know, because I haven't been to the movie theater in years, honestly. But the last purge I seen, it's like, what's up, Olivia? What's up? But is that, yeah, he's a man child. Whoever that was that said you're next. I mean, I'm gonna be honest with you, all of us is. So I mean, this is my thing. We sitting here, we dancing around and clapping and shouting hooray that they're ramping up the Mexicans and getting them up out of here, when all of us are next. Let's be 100. This is a whole damn facade. They are showing us, yeah, we gonna get the Mexicans out and we gonna touch y'all asses next. It don't matter the race. It don't matter. They're gonna get us up out of here too. He's just showing us how he can make America great again. Okay? He wants to take back what he believes was his in the first place. So you black person gotta go. You Mexican person gotta go. You Asian gotta go. I mean, this is how he's finna start doing it. Seriously. Do y'all really think he gonna make it easy for us? Like after these Mexicans leave and things like that, or whatever he's doing, a mass uh get him up out of here too. Like people just so weird. Um, mass deportation. He trust me, he's going to do a mass deportation on pretty much the whole entire world, and he gonna keep all the rich folks here. He will eventually, you know, eventually his time will come. But Trump was chosen and selected to do this, and it's biblical. It's biblical. He was chosen. He said that he was chosen by God. This dude said he believed he was chosen by God. I don't know if y'all remember him when he said that during one of his speeches a while ago. I think when he got elected or whatnot. He said I was chosen by God to do this. To make America great again. See, you was chosen by your God, to do this, to do the work for your God, which is Satan himself, to make America great again. Real talk. But God allows things to happen. People keep saying, oh, if God was real, why would he let this happen? I mean, call a spade a spade. You're just a demon. But, it's because he's allowing it to happen. It's supposed to happen. That's the thing. We just have to be prepared because it can happen at any given second. They putting timestamps on things and saying, oh, by 2026. But we don't know what the hell gonna happen in November 2025. We don't know what's gonna happen in December of 2025. I'm just saying. You never know. When it can happen at any given second. This is exactly why we need to stock up on water, stock up on first aid kits and everything relevant, flashlights, walkie talkies, all of that. They plan on shutting the power grids down. I'm telling y'all, when I seen that movie and those premature babies was just born and they was in the hospital in the NICU unit and the power grid shut down, man, they had to use what is it, a generator, and the generator could not be used for the whole entire hospital. It was only able to be used for that one floor. So the nurses and the doctors, they just had to keep like switching in between and stuff like that. And it was very important for the babies to have oxygen. And they couldn't really get it. So the babies was like, unfortunately, they were dying and coming back to life with the help of the oxygen. It was just crazy. And guess what else was happening at the same time? Every time the lights went right back out in the hospital, the there it was some sort of creature that came out. Because see, they had no intentions. They had no intentions on turning the power grid back on. They wanted the people to suffer. They wanted the people to die. And a lot of people died and suffered. There was people committing crimes at the same exact time that all of this was happening. People racing and rushing inside of grocery stores, barricading themselves in to get water. You know, I'm not trying to scare anybody, but we got to be prepared. Yeah, facts. When you got God though, um you good. I just want to say, if you can find, if you have the finances to stock up, then do that. But if you don't, it's okay as long as you got God though. If you got God, He gonna lead the way. He's gonna guide you. He's gonna protect you through everything that's going to happen. That's bound to happen. That's the thing. Just because all of these bad things is happening and things is happening left and right, and you got Trump in control and he's a complete dipshit. Honestly, I'm gonna be honest with y'all. People also are blinded by something else. Trump is not the only evil, wicked politician that is in office. I mean, I get it. He's the president. He's supposed to be setting a good example for the world and things like that. But when you look around you and you look at the politicians in your state, in your city, they're corrupt too, and they've been corrupt. But ain't nobody talking about that. Ain't nobody talking about how Mayor Brandon Johnson has not did nothing for this city. Y'all not talking about how he has been failed to clean up crime. And every mayor that was here before him, they failed to clean up the crime, and they knew that Chicago had a problem from the get-go. You know, they knew that this city was a dump a long time ago. And all they had to do was help fix it up. The governor did too. Let's talk about it. It's just money, straight up money. It's about the Benjamins. It's about the Benjamins. It's not about nothing else other than the money, okay? And people just don't get it. I promise you, when I go to these other content creators, and all they do is sit up and talk about politics, and they talk about, and I get it, yeah, because everybody's entitled to their own opinion. Yes, I understand. I understand you could talk about whatever the hell you want to talk about on your platform, just like me. But my biggest thing is it's deeper than that, and I just wish that people will open their eyes and see. I understand that y'all don't want to hear the truth because the truth is unpleasant, but the truth is it's deeper than politics. The reason why this country is, let me tell y'all something. Now that America is falling, right? Yes. Give me a second, y'all. Apologize about that, y'all. Um, let's get back to the point. The unpleasant truth is the fact that, you know, it's bigger than just politics. And a lot of these content creators, they don't realize that. And some of them, they know about that. They know that it's a spiritual thing and it's a biblical thing, but they don't want to believe it. A lot of people are in denial. And it sickens me when a lot of these content creators know the truth, but they keep leading their audience the opposite direction, which is It's like, oh, it's this, oh, it's that, oh, it's the Trump administration, it's the Biden administration. See, when Biden was in office, this and that third happened, and now that Trump is in office, this and that, and it's like, it's bigger than that. Seriously, you know, it's deeper than that. I just feel like we are in a times where we have to help each other now more than ever. People still don't see unity in this. They only see unity when it comes down to just straight politics, you know. Just because you disagree with what he's doing, this person disagrees also. And now both of y'all disagree. So y'all on that side. Meanwhile, these people over here agree with what he's doing. Now they on that side. You only see unity when someone agrees with you when it comes down to politics. But you don't see unity in the times where we really need to try to help each other. But y'all see what they did? They didn't got it to a point where it's like you you don't relied on a system for so long. Plus, hold on, y'all. Getting y'all about this live stream. If you ain't being positive, stand on topic. Um, I don't know. You know what's sad? It's like people are losing their lives and going down really believing, still believing and trusting in the system. People are dying believing in the system, literally. I I hate that. I really hate that. I really hate that for people. Unfortunately, a lot of people have failed and refused to wake up before it was their time. Some of them seen the signs in front of them and seen everything for what it truly was, and they still just they didn't pay attention. My thing is, do you want to go out really believing that the system was on your side this whole time? Do you really want to go out believing that the government had your best interest? Do you really like, and these the same people that say they believe in God, man. Honestly, I don't know. If people keep really believing in politics so strongly to the point where they believe that politics is gonna save their lives, then I don't know, man. I don't know. It's just sad because they have their children. They have their children believing the same thing. Sherry, what's up? I'm not even about to say your name, dude. But people raise their children up the same way that they are, and that's even worse. Real talk. Okay. Right. You said just because they are in government don't make them good people. Well, honestly, I feel like the same way. If we talking about the same thing, yeah, people believe that a president just because exactly Sherry, people believe that just because this is the president, he's not going to do any harm to the people. He's going to make sure people are living their best lives. He won't watch his country suffer. The president would never. That's the problem. Y'all got to really stop underestimating people and doubting people, man, and really believing in your minds that a person won't do that, because they will. They will. People are out of their damn minds. You really believe that, you know, uh you really believe that your job is gonna have you there long term? I mean, you actually gotta kiss their ass first. Cause they're not gonna kiss yours. They're actually gonna replace you. If you really believe that your job got your best interest because you've been there for 10 years and you listening to me right now, you like, nah, my job got my best interest because I've been there for 10 years. Okay. How much longer do you want to stay? Do you anticipate really staying? I'm just saying, do you want to work the rest of your life or live your life? Are you going to prepare yourself for not only the system fully crashing, but your job too? You see what's going on in the world. Please stop blinding yourselves. Y'all see exactly what's going on. But also, I do want to let y'all know, please, whatever you do, do not allow politics to blind you completely, because that's exactly what they're doing. They're taking your mind and placing it there. All you think about is politics and what's going on in the world, like what's going on in the world, what these politicians are doing. But you're blinding yourself from what's going on with nature, though. Like, we're not paying attention to that, though. This is exactly why I shout out to one of the content creators I follow, JWTV. I want y'all to go make sure y'all go follow him. Dude, I've been following him for 8+ years. And one thing I can say that I love that he does is he directs your attention on what's going on in the atmosphere, what's going on with nature, the things that's happening in the world as far as nature, the atmosphere, CERN, DARPA, things like that, the CDC, all of these different things and organizations and whatnot. So the animals, the insects, he helps us to focus there as well, because things are shifting. That's what y'all don't know. Things are actually shifting. Things ain't the same. Obviously, you can see it. Stop being in denial, y'all. Y'all know this shit is not how it used to be. But see, that's the thing. We have to understand change. Things change, right? It's supposed to change. You're supposed to turn a new age every year. You get older. You done went from being a little baby, a toddler, a big kid, teenager, a young adult. Now you are old adult, an older adult. Now you're elderly. So it's like we change, of course. Things change, but the change that we are experiencing, it's like it's within the atmosphere. People are changing, and when I say people change, That's the thing. When people change, we're supposed to change for the better. People are changing for the worse. People are becoming more wicked. The animals are freaking changing. You know, horns are coming out of squirrels now and deers. Um, the system is crashing. Things have became so expensive. It's to the point where damn near the whole world is homeless. People are losing their jobs left and right. You know, and I just want to say this: just because you can't buy the latest name brand shoes, it don't mean that you're homeless. Like, I mean, people really believe in their minds that, damn, I can't get the new Nike shoes no more like how I usually would every year. Now, that's not right. Now I'm homeless. Now I'm broke. Nah, you can go, it's okay. You can go to a cheaper store and get you some off brand shoes. Oh, I'm sorry. My bad. I'm so sorry. I forgot to realize that people are so fucked up here. That's the problem. That's the problem. They so fucked up here in their minds that they believe since they've been able to afford the nicer things in life that they should be able to always afford it. They get in denial when they get angry because the system crashed on. Now they ready to crash. They ready to crash out. That's why a lot of their ass is going to jail for robbing people and, you know, breaking inside of stores and stealing things because that's how desperate they have became. They need the latest fashion. They need that because without that, they're nobody. That's the unpleasant truth. Without that, they can't they can't show off to everybody on Facebook and let everybody know they're actually doing well. So they go and they steal it. Grown ass adults too, by the way. Kevin, um, shout out to her being live from his original channel. Um, Kevin says religion is evil in its core. It divides the people. That is true, Kevin. I'm not gonna disagree with that. Religion is everything is divided. Real talk. Everything is divided. They literally found every way they can think of to divide the people, and they use religion as well. But this is exactly why they want a one world religion. And do I agree with that? No. I don't agree with nothing that this system creates. I'm gonna be honest with you. Kevin says, pray all you want. You know, the world is getting more violent every day. Nothing will change. Praying into a book isn't going to help. See, the thing is, I pray because prayer changes things. Prayer really does help me and my life and my mental. Prayer helps me. Believe me. Believe me. Prayer helps me. Prayer has changed things in my life. Prayer has changed some of the worst circumstances I have ever been in. I do believe in God. I believe in Jesus Christ. Yes, I do. And the Bible, reading the Bible actually helps as well, you know, because it helps you to know what is to come, to be honest. And reading the scriptures and praying is good for you, right? Well, I mean, it's good for me. I can't force everybody else to do the same. I can't. They believe in what they believe in. They believe in who they believe in. It is what it is. But at the same time, when he returns, y'all gonna finally understand that y'all had times and chances. And everybody took it for granted. Because When you wake up and realize something, we living in the days of Noah. You said, how dare you offend the people of the world who loves material things? Exactly. Oh no, you entitled to your own opinion though. You entitled to your own opinion. But I just want to say, anybody that follows me that didn't know, I believe in God, Jesus Christ. I definitely believe that he did die for our sins. Real talk. I believe in the Most High. I do believe that there is a God and he is the God that we believe in. That I believe in. Because he has changed my life, man. I can't even lie about that. I can't deny that. He changed my life. He changed me as a person. I used to be out here all bad. I am a totally different person. And a lot of people, guess what? Guess what? A lot of people, they don't believe it. They still don't believe it. They believe that I am the old Danny and the old Danny still exists and she's just putting on a facade and she's lying to y'all that's not how she is. That's not how she is. But see, that's the thing. People don't believe in change. They don't believe that change is even possible. They don't even believe that change can happen. Well, goddamn it, if you can wake up in the morning and your hair is sticking up on top of your head, even though you flat ironed it last night and made it look nice, ain't that change? If you turned a different age every year and you got taller and you got older or you got shorter or you got bigger or you got small, ain't that change? Don't we change as people though? Don't am I incorrect? Don't we change? Uh exactly. God will judge those people in the end that didn't believe, that failed to believe, that said I bit my tongue out. That said I will never believe. They will be judged. But hey, that's on y'all, man. Enduring for says God's judgment is final. We are called to judge our Christian brothers and sisters. He changed my life too. Exactly. You want to know why? Because in my eyes, honestly, like there is a difference between judgment and correction. And honestly, just so other people wouldn't have to correct and judge us, I feel like we should really help ourselves as well. But the only way that you're going to be able to help yourself is listening to the truth from the next person. But the truth is unpleasant. A lot of people can't get with that program. They don't want to. They don't want it. My husband says, I made an atheist into a firm God believer. I've been there. Talk that talk. Yeah. You know, and my husband, he still tells me that truth, all the time on how he had an atheist friend that did not believe in God. And he helped him. And he helped him with a certain situation. And his friend came back and told him, look, man, you was right. You was right. God is real. Come on now. Real talk. He done changed some circumstances in my life from bad to good. Let me tell y'all something. I see the good in my bad. That's the crazy part for you. Because a lot of people don't believe that you, like, no, if you're doing bad, you're doing bad. No, 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 no. You got to look at it from an angle of everything happens for a reason. Hello. Real talk. Bad ain't just bad and it's gonna stay bad. Things change. Things change. And don't never believe anybody when they tell you Oh, things don't change overnight. Stuff don't happen overnight. That is a lie, man, from the pits of hell. Real talk. I was homeless one night and I woke up the next day and I wasn't. Change? Come on now. Come on, bro. I was couch hopping one. I remember when once upon a time I was couch hopping one moment and that next day I wasn't couch hopping no more. Like, I remember a time when I was living with a relative, and then next day I got that paper in the mail that said, "Congratulations." What? I got my own place. I I literally I have been through a lot in my life. Still going through it. We all go through things, so we human. Still going through it, but guess what? I see a great outcome through everything that I'm going through. You can feel a breakthrough. You can really feel a breakthrough about to happen. And I'm not talking about when the pastors get up there when you go to church and they say, "I feel a breakthrough coming through. Hallelujah." Nah, No, I really do. I know that at the end of the day, when I stand strong through my pain, through my hurt, through the times where I'm frustrated about what I'm going through, as long as I stay prayed up, at the end of the day, I know it's gonna be over with. Trust me. If I didn't went through worse in my life before the situation I'm going through now, if I didn't went through worse before that, I know for a dang on fact I'll get through this. It ain't nothing. Real talk. Um, right. Everybody hates the truth today. Exactly. Yep. When you think you want, just when you thought you wanted to give up, just when you thought, you know what? I'm about to throw the towel in. I can't do this no more. I'm ready to crash out. I'm sick of this. I'm sick of that. And it's like, huh? A miracle just comes through out of nowhere. You can't tell me that ain't God. You know, it's people out here that's so in denial when good things happen for them after they done been through so many bad things. They don't believe that it's God. They just feel like, no, I just got something. Okay. If you keep on with that mindset, if you keep on with that mindset. But also, we got those people that sold themselves to the devil. You know, that things wasn't moving fast enough for them. It wasn't picking up fast enough for them. They needed money ASAP. So they found a way. And the way that they found was the worst way. We talking scamming, doing fraud, selling their soul through the industry, working within these systems just to let people down for money, just to do more harm to people than good for money, stealing from people, robbing people. You not know how many people in Chicago would think I'm such a goofy for saying this right now? Cause they feel like, oh, she a therm, she a goofy, you know, she ain't really, she really broke. That's why she really talking like that. Look at her. She a content creator. She really thinks she a content creator. She ain't making no money. Well, you got it. You right. I ain't making no money off of this YouTube platform. You want to know why? Because I don't take it serious to the point where I care about money. That's why. Exactly. She's a YouTuber. Look at her. I see her walking up the street all the time. She a YouTuber. Like, people would literally try to clown you from any angle they could think of. Anytime you doing good, they see the bad. You say something good, they see something. They see that you said something bad. They pick out what they want to pick out in the things that you say and the things that you do. She really thinks she know what she talking about. Oh, here she go, going live again. Ain't talking about shit. She really want to talk about God. Here she go talking about God. People, they show you they demons. They show you that they're actually a demon. Y'all know people have become so comfortable in their demonic ways. They have become comfortable in their lies to the point where they don't want to hear what you're saying. What you're saying sounds funny to them. The truth is funny. That's they demons. When you sit down and you telling them the truth about something that's going on in the world, rather you talking about politics or nature, or you just talking about the way that you being done by your family, whatever, they just look at it like it's funny. Yeah, black people do know how to downplay everything that you got going on. They just look at everything from a negative aspect. Blue man, wasn't you just here? Yeah, they look at everything from a negative aspect. It's like she really thinks she a YouTuber. Oh my gosh. She really thinks she doing something. No, I don't. That's the thing. That's where y'all got me effed up at because I don't wake up every day with YouTube on my mind, bro. You don't see me posting 4 and 5 videos per day. And I'm not saying that, people that do that think about the money because some people post that much because they actually want people to either A, see their talent or they just want to get the truth out, whatever they doing on their platform. That's what they desire. You got some people that really don't care about the money. They just do it because they want to. But I don't wake up and say, oh, I'm monetized by YouTube. Let me go ahead and just post like 10 videos. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care about what I'm saying. I care about the money. Nah. I do this because I really like to expose what we're in the midst of. You know, I like to expose the people as well that we live amongst nowadays. I mean, my bad. The zombie bots that we live amongst because they need to be exposed because they talk exactly like how I just explained things. That's exactly how they talk. They live with that mindset of thinking like, oh, she's a YouTuber, so she thinks that she's somebody when she's really nobody. And she's not going to ever be anybody until she becomes famous. So let me get this straight. If I was a celebrity, then I'm somebody. No, see, the difference between me and people or other people that think like that is the fact that I know who I am though. Like I don't think that I'm somebody because I do YouTube. I am somebody. And I don't need YouTube to help me define who I am. I am that somebody. I was somebody before I started doing YouTube and making videos. What do you mean? And I'm not talking about just being created and being born. No, I had to go through a lot in my life to finally realize who the hell I really am. Before, and that was before YouTube, by the way. Exactly. You know? And it's like people feel like, oh, she thinks she's somebody. I had a family member, I ain't gonna say no names. I had a family member tell me every time they hear me talk, every time they hear me respectfully correct them, this is when I was in communication with this person. Uh when they hear me respectfully correct them, they get mad. Every time they hear me talk about the truth, they get mad and they say shit like, "Oh, see, that's why I don't like talking to you because you just know it all. You think you know everything." And I'm like, "What? I don't think I know everything. I mean, I picked up on the things that I went through and I applied it and I gained knowledge from it and I'm just trying to help you because I see you going through a similar situation, you know? Try to talk to them about the world because they not really paying attention because they worried about the latest celebrity gossip and they worried about what's on the television, reality shows, and even if they do get into politics, they only get into it because they're worldly, just like the world, pretty much. and they agree with everything that everybody else says, you know? So I had to give my input, and they felt like, again, you just a miss know it all. You think you know everything. And you just trying to tell me what to do. And I'm like, I'm not trying to tell you what to do. This specific relative really showed me how people think and how people act in this world. First and foremost, when I'm trying to get the truth out, I'm not trying to tell nobody what to do. You don't have to listen. I'm not putting a gun to your head. That's the thing. But I just feel like, if I know something, I'm going to say something about it. Maybe there's other people out there that knows the same exact shit that I know. But I'm not trying to tell nobody what to do. Like, I'm not trying to run you and say, oh, do it this way, do it that way. I do understand that there's people out here like that. And those same people that tell you what to do, you actually sit down and you have lovely conversations with them all the time. You listen to their criticism and you allow them to tell you what to do. But when there's a person that's speaking the truth and is actually trying to give you the truth and give you the jewels, it's like, no, I'm not going to listen to you. You telling me what to do. Can't make this up. Right. Exactly. People, this is another thing about people, man. Let me see what time is it. This is another thing about people. They try to be cool, just like my husband said. And they be hating on you the whole time. That, let me tell you, it is such a huge group of people that I've had to push away because of that. See, the thing with haters, negative people, um, the evildoers, the naysayers, the people that really doubt you, that bring you down, but they try to act cool as hell at the same time, but they criticize everything good that you do at the same time. It's like, there was a really big group of people like that once upon a time in my life that I had to get rid of. And it's like, I had to walk away from. They they don't want you to see that they really hating on you. They don't want you to see that. They want to blind you from that by portraying this image to be cool. Hey, how y'all doing? Don't you Wasn't you just putting a smear campaign on my name like a few weeks ago? Now it's, hey, how y'all doing? Huh? And you think I'm gonna speak back to you? See, this is the thing. Then they think that you gonna speak back to them. They feel like you supposed to speak back to them. And if you don't speak back to them, they got a problem with that. Okay? They feel like the whole world speaks to them when they walk past, so you should do the same thing. Even though they did you wrong a week ago or two, you should still speak to them when they speak to you. Then you got them people that you really know, that you really tell your business to. And you telling your business to them because you think that they care. That's the thing. You think that they're supportive of you. You think that they're really here for you. But the harsh reality is you blinding yourself for real. Cause they're not. Cause they're not. Um, a lot of people ain't happy for you. They actually hating on you. I done had to talk about this a few times because we got a lot of people that live in this world that think that everybody is their friend. Grown adults think that everybody is their friend. They think that everybody rocking with them. Everybody happy for you. People ain't happy for you, man. Everybody ain't happy for you. And you got to stop telling your business to everybody. Unfortunately, especially the people that you really believe that care about you, you got to pick up on the signs. A person will show you how they really care about you for real. Just something just so specific. A lack of support. A lack of support, showing inconsistency, showing how inconvenient they are. Yeah, people is fake as fuck, you know? I mean, I'm gonna be honest with y'all. Since the beginning of 2020, I have been literally talking about how fake people have been. Since the beginning of 2025, I have been talking about how people have been showing how fake they are. I knew that 2025 was going to be a year of the snakes. Real talk. I mean, this year people ain't did nothing but show me how snaked out they are. How they really ain't rocking with you like you thought they were. How they really don't support you like how you thought they did. Right, the three eyes. Inconsiderate, inconvenient, and dang, what is the other one? How did I forget? Throw that other one out there for me. Inconsiderate, inconvenient, and it's gonna come back to me, y'all. Give me a second now. You know what? I might post the three eyes up here behind me. I'm gonna have to. Inconsistent. Thank you. Inconsistent, inconvenient, inconsiderate. When a person shows you all three of those, let's say it again. Inconsistent, inconvenient, inconsiderate. And when a person shows you that they are all three of those and they show you a lack of support, I'm telling you they not for you. And when they come with these excuses every time as to why they haven't talked to you. But you never have an excuse. You don't never have us. You always available. You always reaching out to them. The harsh reality is these people really don't have your best interest. They don't care about you. They only care because they believe at some point in time it can benefit them. And some people will stick around to watch you fall. Real talk. Because they believe in their minds like, oh no, this person gonna fall real soon. Watch, yeah. Like they really prey on your downfall. That's why they keep you around. After you done told them everything good, they go home and they prey on your downfall. They dislike you. You think they like you, but they don't. It's like since the beginning of 2025, it has showed us that your own family will turn their backs on you and not turn back for real. They gone. It's over with. See, they was doing all that back in 2024, 2023, and the years before. You saw the signs then. Every time you would reach out to them, trying to ask them for a little helping hand, you know, they help you, then they run away. Then they come back around, hey, how you doing? Fake as ever. Now, 2025, and it got to a point where they completely turned their backs on you. They're not for you. Family is just a damn title, man. And when you don't prove that you're actually my family, then who are you? I don't care if we got the same bloodline, bro. If you not acting or if you're not actually being real family to me, I don't care if we got the same bloodline, if we share the same grandmother, grandfather, whatever the case may be, the same uncle. I don't care if we share the same parents. It does not matter to me. If you treat me like an outsider and I don't treat you like that and I treat you like you real family and you do the opposite to me, we ain't got nothing else to talk about. And honestly, the same thing goes for these grandparents and these parents. Y'all be out here really disrespecting and treating y'all adult daughters and sons like straight trash. And then you get old and you get inside of a nursing home and there's no one there to help you. You done treated everybody like straight SHIT. You know, some of these elders feel like they deserve respect automatically, and it don't work like that. You know, I know and I understand we have been programmed to respect our elders, but I just want to be honest with you. When you don't show me respect and you actually show me a lack of respect, then we have a problem right there. Because I don't give a damn if you 78 years old, you gonna get addressed. Oh, you gonna get addressed. Yeah. I don't care if you 85. You knew what you was doing when you decided to disrespect me. Let's be honest. I mean, it's old ass people out here that are so rude and disrespectful. And y'all wouldn't even believe this right here. Prime example. There's a whole organization of elderly people that dislike me and my husband for nothing. Well, I take that back. My bad. I'm sorry. They actually dislike us for a reason. And the reason you know, it's just as simple as right is right and wrong is wrong. Real talk. And they don't like the fact that we address the things that are wrong and say that it needs to be right. They don't like that. They don't want to hear that. They want to continue to do wrong. We address the fact that, you know, we won't respect just like how y'all won't respect. And we're still labeled as wrong. We labeled as angry. We're labeled as, you know, putting on the facade, you know, acting. And I mean, these are the same people that wake up every day and they put a mask on. They actually go to sleep and wake up with their mask on. Like real talk. And I'm not talking about a literal mask. I'm talking about they don't even know who the fuck they are. Real talk. They don't know who they are. They just feel like their job is helping them to know who they are, and it's not. It's not, sir. It's not, sweetheart. Go to sleep, wake up, try again. Matter of fact, stand in front of that mirror and really look at yourself in the mirror and say, who am I? Is is this job really like changing me? What you need to do is, and I'm talking about this, you know what? Let's shift our attention to this organization of people. Y'all know exactly who y'all are. Okay? Let's shift this conversation to these people that dislike me and my husband because we doing the right thing. Y'all don't think y'all need God? Oh, I'm sorry. Some of y'all already may feel like you got God, but the truth is, you really don't. Because if you had God in your life and if you had God on your side, I can almost guarantee you'd be doing the right thing, not the wrong thing. You would be doing the right thing. You would not abuse your power. They just disconnected my life for a second. You would not abuse your power. You would not wake up. Let me see. You would not wake up with ill intent every single day of your life and say, I need to ruin Danny and Lou's life. I need to do something that's gonna make them snap. Nah, you can. We gonna get you up out of here. See, people just so weird. But anyway, it's sad because it's people that wake up with ill intent every day. Like I don't. Well, you can't tell me that you sleep good at night then. If you wake up every day, Monday through Friday, on the days that you got to go to work, and you have the intentions to ruin the lives of people that ain't doing nothing to you, that ain't even thinking about doing no harm to you, that ain't even, thinking about doing anything towards you, you know something wrong with you. You know you need God. I ain't gonna lie to you. When you wake up with two people on your mind that's trying to that's trying to do the right thing in regards to their children, you know you need God. When you wake up and you think about the two lives that you're trying to ruin, and you ain't even thinking about the lives of the children, because that's who lives is really affecting, if anything, you know you need God. Don't say that you got him just because you go to church every Sunday. Yeah, you go to church every Sunday. That's the only thing that you do. Do you wake up and pray every morning? Do you wake up and thank God for another day? I'm telling you, man, people are evil, foul, and wicked. And they fighting demons. And they want you to fight with them as well. Let's call a spade a spade. These people don't even know that behind the scenes, I really be praying that they get close to God, because the things that they have done, it's utterly ridiculous. The lack of respect that they have shown is utterly ridiculous. How they view us as a soap opera. People literally get an inside look on me and my husband's life, and they look at the portion of what we're going through, and they use that as their personal soap opera. And it's like they involve themselves in what we're going through so they can be relevant as well. And they just sit back and they like this. It's like a real TV show to them. It's like an actual, it's like, I don't even know how to explain it. Jerry Springer, I don't know, a soap opera, a Lifetime movie, whatever. It's like they look at it like this. Man, I'm ready for season 2 now. Well, shit, if you really want to get technical, we is in season 6, because the shit has been going on for 6 years. Plus, the people that has intentionally sat here and tried their best to make our lives hard, they're going to suffer consequences. They are. When they keep trying to create barriers for us, and this is no threat, okay? But it's just a wake-up call at the same time. It is a warning, actually. It's not a threat. It's a warning. I'm trying to warn y'all that, things won't turn out great for you. And everything might be going great, right now. You might be making a lot of money and things like that. But we already know, we done told y'all multiple times, y'all really eating off of kids. Let's be 100. Y'all eating off the kids, being in the system and stuff like that. That's where y'all money really coming from. All right. And y'all, the fact that y'all are keeping them there to feed y'all mouths, that's sick. Okay. But you're going to be judged though. So that's my warning to you. It's just a little quick wake up call to the people out there that despise. Matter of fact, this is to the people that despise other people, that has a strong hate for other people, and I'm talking about people that's not doing no wrong to you. You just trying to make somebody else's life hard. You better stop. You better stop. Just because it make you feel good. Yeah, it might make you feel good in that moment, but I'm telling you, better stop. Because if you don't, take it from me, a person that used to get a kick out of watching people just suffer. They used to get a kick out of like really doing stuff to people just to watch them suffer. And this was the old Danny. Real talk. You better stop. That stuff gonna come back on you in no time. And you're gonna have to sit back and suffer. I learned my lesson a long time ago. That's because I was in the world, okay? and I liked chaos because I was born and raised in a city, Chicago, that was full of damn chaos and just full of negativity, and so it stuck to me, and I lived like that, and I liked it. That's just how I like things. I was a city girl, and I loved the city because it was chaos. But now I have grown to really like the total opposite. I do not like the city. At once upon a time, I'm gonna be honest with you, I've always used to like the quiet things, the quiet lifestyle, but it seemed like once I started getting used to negativity and chaos and stuff like that, I was perfectly fine with it. I was okay with it. I grew to like it. And then I wanted to watch Love and Hip Hop, Basketball Wives, Housewives of Atlanta, Fear Factor, all type of always watching something negative. And I just like to I even when people did me wrong, I loved to see them suffer. Oh yeah. But now it done got to a point where I'm like, you know what? I hate the city, actually. I stopped hating the city again. And I would rather live somewhere far off grid, away from people. I don't even want no neighbors. Like, I just want to be right there in the middle of nowhere. Nobody around. That's how I would prefer it. For real. I done got to a point where I don't like to see people suffer. Like no matter what nobody did to me. I don't want to see nobody suffer. Cause I know when it come back on you, it ain't gonna be good. But I just want to say, like, people gotta understand that when you wake up with ill intent on your mind, and when you have the intentions to ruin someone else's life or watch them suffer, and you could play a part in it yourself by putting in false reports or false accusations or whatever, doing something to them to where it can cause harm, it's like you gonna suffer some real harsh consequences behind the scenes. For real. And like I said, the most sickest part about it is it's older folks. It's people that's 40 plus that's hating on us. That really want to see us. And I never expected older folks to be like this, you know. But I can say when I was a kid, when I was younger, a lot of older folks didn't like me. And that's crazy because that's how it is. Like, that's how it is now. A lot of teachers don't like kids. They just do this shit for the money. A lot of adults don't like children. They just be having babies and stuff and they don't like their children. How are you? Oh, my bad. I forgot. I'm sorry, y'all. Sorry. I forgot. You got perfectly grown adults out here that's having children and they don't like their kids. Of course, they didn't really mean to have kids. They just wanted to have children so that they can get money off of them. Because people look at kids as tokens. They know that it is something that can benefit them for possibly a lifetime in their minds, but that's not the way it goes. That should have backfired on you. If you literally had a child just to hate them and just to use your child for money, basically having a child just to get money, just so that the system can benefit, just so that you can benefit off of the system in some type of way, you will suffer consequences. Seriously. I didn't pop out children for the benefits of the system. I had children because I was in love with the person that I was with. You know, I had children because I believed that that's who I was going to spend the rest of my life with. But then my real king came in and swept me off my feet. Real talk. And when I tell you, like, there's a difference between me and a lot of other women out here. A lot of these women out here, I'm not saying all women, but a lot of women out here pop out babies and stuff to benefit off the system. And some of them just do it because they just want to trap the Y in, you know? They want to trap them. And you won't even believe this. Some of these YNs will trap these females too. It's just sick like that, you know? But people are out here having children for their own benefit. These babies ain't asked to be here. They sure in the hell didn't. It's our duty to be their parents. And I just want to say this. When you got organizations, these different organizations and these systems or whatever you want to call it, that is keeping families separated, like ICE, like Child Protective Services, like the child support system, the criminal justice system, you know, even a system where you're trying to get you some food stamps and, you know, cash assistance and Medicaid and stuff like that, or housing. These systems, all these systems. When you got these systems that are trying to keep families separated, you can't tell me that they're doing God's work like that. It's people that work within these systems that go to church every Sunday, that believe that they got God in their lives because they go to church every Sunday. But when they go back to work Monday through Friday, they're helping to keep families separated. Come on, bro. I don't think that it's even funny that, you know, ICE is separating these Hispanic families away from one another. I don't think it's anything fun and funny about that. I don't like to see families being separated at all. Real talk. I'm all for families being together, and to watch these children cry and these wives cry in horror as the fathers is being separated out of the household by a group of individuals with some damn ski mask on, with tattoos all on it. They are a real damn mob, for real. And sometimes they snatching the kids away. They snatching the mothers away. Like, I don't like to see that. I don't think there's anything. And then you got the American people that are rooting that shit on. They rooting it on. You know, they saying, get out of here. Go back to your country. You got some damn nerves when your ass trying to take trips out of your damn country. You trying to go to the Bahamas and shit like that. You trying to go to Mexico. You don't see them kicking you out their country when you out there, you know what I'm saying, enjoying life, and you on yachts and getting hotel rooms and eating good and stuff. They ain't trying to kick you out. But you like rooting it on. Yeah, get them out of here. Woo! Go Trump. And I get it. We do have, there is some Mexicans here that got the audacity, you know, to come over here and be racist. I'm going to be honest with you now. I'm not rooting. I'm going to be honest with you. I don't like racist people, okay? Them the people. I love all cultures of people. I don't give a damn what race you are. I don't care if your ass purple. I don't care if you the orange man like Trump. But I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't like racism. I don't like racist people. I don't like disrespectful people. You know? I got respect for people, but if you don't got no respect for me, then there's a problem. There's an issue. But I say that to say that yes, I have dealt with, I'm gonna be honest with you, living here in Chicago, man, I'm gonna be honest, like I've dealt with a lot of racism from my own kind, black folks, but when we speaking in terms of other races, it seemed like majority of the time, some of these Mexicans do be racist than a mother here in Chicago. And I'm not saying, oh, get them up out of here. You know, I don't wish bad on nobody. I'm gonna be honest with you. And I'm not gonna root for Trump to take care of them. But all I'm gonna say is this: when you do wrong, wrong comes back on you. Now, I'm not saying that the families that ICE is separating and snatching up and stuff like that are the racist ones, because I don't know who the hell racist. I don't know. I don't know these people. I'm gonna be honest with you. But at the same time, it's like you do have some of these Mexicans that are very racist. And I've worked beside them. Yeah. I've had to go in these different corporations and organizations to get help from them, and they show me their racism. In stores they show how racist they are. On the highway driving, they racist. Like, the problem with a lot of these Mexicans too is they want to be the superior race, and everybody knows that the superior race is the white people. you know uh, they believe that they are the superior race, real talk. And I'm talking we so let me do some little division real quick, because even though I was talking about them dividing the people, I just want to say this is, I'm only talking about racist people. I love all cultures of people. I welcome all cultures here on this channel, but I do address racism, real talk. So when I say white people feel like they're the more superior race, I'm speaking of the racist white folks, real talk. I'm not talking about the white people that got common sense, that really agree with, black folks or other races and situations. I'm not. So yeah, I just wanted to be clear with that. I have dealt with a lot of racism, more so from Mexicans than anything, unfortunately. And now my own damn race is racist as hell too. But I just wanted to say that. And no, I don't condone these families being separated. I don't wish bad on nobody, no matter how much racism was directed towards me, no matter how people view me, no matter how people may look at me, or how people may feel about me. I don't wish bad on nobody. And I don't feel like nobody should be separated away from their family. That's wrong. That's wrong. Seriously. So I just want to let that be known. But I don't like racist people. I really don't. So, um, y'all really got me on here 2 hours and 15 minutes. Damn. Y'all got me on here like that. Really talking. So that's wrong. You got these different organizations trying to separate families amongst one another. Like, we're gonna talk about child protective services, man. Like, I'm gonna be honest with you. That is a situation that me and my husband is dealing with right now. So when I speak of these organizations, they are one of them. Real talk. Child Protective Services, DCFS, got to be one of the most evilest, wickedest, hateful organizations there is. Real talk. And the child support system too, for sure. You know what? I'm sorry. I just got to say the child support system, They will rob your ass blind. They will. They'll rob you blind. And if you don't give them the money that you work hard for, your whole entire check, they will lock your ass up. Child support system is extremely corrupt, especially here in the state of Illinois. You know, they put these men on child support, and I'm talking about I'm gonna speak for the men that don't deserve to be on child support. You know, because it is some of these guys out here that they don't care and they do need to be on child support. But the men that care, that want to be there for their children, but that's just being put through hell by their baby mamas and the system at the same time. Child support is extremely corrupt and wicked, and they play a part in keeping families separated as well, you know. And they play a part in that because the father is walking on eggshells every day of his life. He gotta make it his business to get his ass to work, even though he don't want to go, even though he in pain, even though he hurting, even though he can't pay none of his bills in the crib that he live in. Child support will make a man that that's trying to be there for their child, that's trying to make a living, they will make that man fall on his face in a hot second. Real talk. And they would do that simply by telling you, you gotta go to work and you gotta work for every penny that you work for. The system deserves it. Because they believe that you're not taking care of your child, even though you're trying to be there for your child. You know? So they take every penny that you got. And when you realize that your checks have been garnished, they you say, man, what the hell? Like, how I'm gonna pay my bills? And you try to let it be known to that portion of the system, the child support system. They say, oh, perfectly. We're just doing this so we can keep you out of jail. Do you want to go to jail? You like, go to jail? What the fuck? I didn't do nothing. I don't deserve to be in jail. I'm just, oh, well, you need to work. You need to work so we can get these payments, so your child support can be over and done with. Just make the payments. And then you won't go to jail. And it's like, but how I'm gonna pay my rent? How I'm gonna pay my bills? Like, I'm gonna be homeless. Like, they don't care. They don't care. Because it's either you pay them up, pay them, or go to jail. You know? And I also want to talk about this real quick. I just want to get back to the principle because I gotta go, obviously. Um, all of these corrupt systems, the system as a whole, they should count their days. They should count their days. These people that are in on this corruption, count your days. People that keep families divided, count your days. Your days are automatically numbered. And a lot of y'all take that for granted. A lot of y'all feel like, me? Ain't nothing gonna happen to me. I ain't worried about nothing. Nothing at all. I run this. This office, I run this. These employees, these my employees. These families, whatever. As long as I make my money and I go home, I don't care about none of it. Keep doing that. And watch and see where it's going to land you, though. I don't care. If you are in on the crimes with this system, you're going to crash right along with the system. Yeah. You got so many different forms of so many different ways that families can be divided up because of these systems. And they get a kick out of it too. They get a kick out of it. So the fact that y'all want to keep doing that, your days will be numbered. Real talk. Your judgment time is on the way. It can be now, it can be months from now, it can be years, but don't never think that you're immortal. Let that sink in. A lot of people believe that ain't nothing gonna ever happen to them. They ain't gonna never, people really do believe that they'll never die. I ain't gonna never die. You need God. I'm gonna just say that. Real talk. The problem is people think that life and death is a game. People think that times and chances is a game. People underestimate everything and they take everything for granted. They really do. And that's how a lot of these people out here live their lives. They just believe like nothing gonna happen to me. Same people that don't have God with them, that don't have God within them. They believe that nothing will ever happen to them. They walk and roam the streets all the time. They driving, doing whatever, in the stores, going to parties, just living life, days of Noah type thing. And they are too trusting of the system. They too trusting of society. They believe that everybody is their friend and everybody has their best interest. Until they mess around and find out. So I just want to say this real quick before I end. People got to understand that in order for them to turn away from their wicked ways, they must go and pray. Go pray. Go repent. Go ask for forgiveness. Go convict yourself of your wrongs first, most importantly. Acknowledge your wrongs, most importantly. And then you go from there. And then you really focus in on change. Because yes, change matters. It really does. And without change, who are you? Without change, I'm not just saying anything. I'm not saying anything. Without, you said I lost a very good friend in a car accident, but there wasn't any other car involved. Well, I'm sorry to hear that. I don't know what you mean when you say there wasn't any other car involved, but I'm sorry to hear that. Yeah, it hurts when we lose people, And I hope you serious, you're not just on here trolling, because people do be coming through just saying anything, just trolling, just for attention and stuff like that. But honestly, like we really gotta turn away from the wickedness, turn away from our worldliness, worldly ways, get closer to God. In these times that we living in, the system is already showing us that they're about to crash. They already showing us that America is just crumbling, and you see the mass deportations that's going on. You see the families being separated. You see, I mean, y'all got to think about something. Obviously, us watching that Purge movie, it's some truth to that. Because you got to think about it. What was his purpose of building the wall? People not thinking about the fact that we can get trapped in. And we try to cross the borders to get the hell out of here. Because you better believe that he's thinking of a master plan. Or he already done thought of it. And they're just in preparation. As a matter of fact, yeah. The beast system is coming to a state near you. Get ready. Get prepared. And matter of fact, put on the full armor of God. Nevertheless, wake them folks up.